Once you have logged in, you will land on your personal dashboard. This page includes information about the number of scheduled shifts that you have this week, the number of hours you are scheduled to work, as well as the ability to change the location and other settings. If you volunteer at multiple locations, in the purple navigation bar, the current location will be listed. If you'd like to change your location to see information about the shifts available at other sites, click on your current location and choose another site from the drop-down menu. If you'd like to see which shifts are open at that location, go to the Open Shifts section and push the button. This will show you the shifts that are available to be claimed. Once you press the Open Shifts selector on your personal dashboard, you will see a list of open shifts at your chosen location. These shifts will be listed by date and time for the shift. This list will also include information about the roles for each shift. Here is an example of one activation day. Shown here are the shifts for Friday, November 1st, 5 p.m. to 10 p.m., Friday, November 1st, 10 p.m. to 3 a.m., and Saturday, November 2nd, 3 a.m. to 8 a.m. The third shift of Friday falls after midnight, which appears on the next day in HOMEBASE. Please keep this in mind. The third shift of an activation day is reported following midnight of the following day in HOMEBASE. Other roles may exist at locations you work, such as a backup person. A backup person is another volunteer that is on call in the event that another volunteer is not able to work their scheduled shift. To claim shifts, select the shift you would like to work. In this example, this will be 10 p.m. to 3 a.m. Friday, November 1st. Press the Claim Shift button. This request will be recorded in the system. This does not mean that you are scheduled to automatically work the shift. A site scheduler will need to assign the shift to a volunteer selected to work the shift. Signing up for multiple shifts on a day or a week does not mean that you are committed to work all of the shifts to which you have made a claim. It only means that you are letting the scheduler know that you are available to work on these dates and times. Schedulers will be working to assign shifts with multiple criteria in mind, including scheduling new volunteers with experienced volunteers, assigning volunteers that work together as pairs, and ensuring that volunteers are not overutilized. On a criteria day, a day when the predicted weather conditions will meet the criteria to open the shelters, you will receive an email titled SWS Your Location, New Schedule Published from HOMEBASE. If you work at multiple locations, you will receive an email for each location. This email will contain your personalized schedule at the time the email was sent from HOMEBASE. If you are scheduled to work a shift during a week, shift dates and times will be listed at the top of the email, followed by the role of either scheduled or activated. These roles are used to help provide some context about the current activation status of the shelter. If you have a shift followed by the word scheduled in the upcoming week, that means that you've been pre-assigned to the shift. Working on this day will be dependent upon the shelter being fully staffed and the weather criteria being met to open for that day. On the day of an activation, at 11:30 a.m., you'll receive another email from HOMEBASE, which will contain updated information. If you are scheduled to work on that day and the shelter is fully staffed, the shelter will activate and your role will be changed from scheduled to activated. If your email contains a shift with the time and the words activated, you will be working at that shelter on that day. If a shelter is not fully staffed and does not activate, any previously scheduled shifts are cleared from the schedule for that day and your 11:30 a.m. email will not show a scheduled shift for the day. If by 8 a.m. or 11:30 a.m. you do not have any assigned shifts to work for the week, your email will state you don't have any shifts for the week. There are times when it is prudent to get in touch with your scheduler. If you're a person who works with a partner, or if you have an unexpected change in your schedule, or if you've made a claim that you later find out that you'll not be able to work the shift. If you're going on a leave of absence for a vacation or for health reasons, if you don't use computers, or if you have other scheduling questions or concerns, please reach out to your scheduler to discuss any issues with them.